I've also managed to sustain that consciousness through the sublimation process and transfer it into my Magitech troopers. The prototype has proven slightly less powerful than the diamond weapon, but...
What's up, guys? Your King and Knife. It's about time EX Turk, and we're here with another Final Fantasy topic, a discussion. Just like always, back to kind of normal schedule. I'm still busy and doing a lot more stuff, so I'm not able to stream like I want to anymore. But I'm making money. I'm making moolah, so I'm good. But anyways, let's get to episode prompto discussion. Was Versteal the true villain of Kingsglaive? But Vincent, he was never in the Kingsglaive movie. Doesn't mean he does not have an effect. And after you watch the clip in the beginning, after you watch the huge clip in the beginning, because I had a clip in the beginning of this, it makes a lot of sense. As what Versteal quoted, that this prototype, or Immortalis, probably, the prototype of Immortalis is not as powerful as the diamond weapon. The same weapon that leveled Insomnia If he created a diamond weapon, there's a good chance he also created General Glocka's armor. And without General Glocka's armor, General Glocka wouldn't have never killed King Regis for how powerful Regis was. Meaning that, again, Versteal is also responsible for what happened in Insomnia during Kingsglaive. So, not only he's one of the main villains, he's one of the main co-conspirators of with Arden in Final Fantasy XV, but he's also responsible indirectly, whether it's directly or not, for everything that happened in Kingsglaive. Yes, Idolus faked the peace tree. Yes, it was Arden's plan. Yes, all this stuff was planned by the Niflheim Empire as a whole. But Versteal has created the diamond weapon. Versteal has created General Glocka's armor. So pretty much most of the destruction is everything is Versteal's fault. And remember, Final Fantasy scientists, and in each Final Fantasy game, at least some scientists, are mostly nothing but pure evil. As Hojo was the effector of everything that happened in Final Fantasy VII, Versteal was one of the factors besides Arden of everything that happened in Final Fantasy XV. I mean, yes, Idolus has to give the green light, but who's the chief advisor? Versteal. You know what chief advisor is? Pretty much the politician goes through the chief advisor. Not only Versteal's the scientist, but he's also the chief executor. He's the, he pretty much, Idolus goes to him for advice, political advice as well. So again, Versteal is responsible for Kingsglaive. He don't even have to be in the movie to affect the movie. I know well enough by listening to the tapes of episode prompto. Now, if you took your time and beat episode prompto the proper way and took at least 2 hours, listen to each tape, reading every single document that was written by Idolus, Ravis, and other people of the Niflheim Empire, you would see that most of the stuff was actually his idea. Getting Insomnia's crystal was actually his idea. Remember, in the beginning of Final Fantasy XV, when Idolus said we should just kill Lunafreya, Versteal was opposed to that, and Versteal was like, no, we would do well to keep her alive because we can capture Noctis if we trap her. And Idolus answers to Versteal, okay? Idolus answers to Versteal. As well as Arden. Arden's the governor position, because that's what the chancellor is. Versteal is not only a scientist, but chief executor. Pretty much, the politician has to go through the chief executors to make the decisions. So, pretty much, the chief executor kind of has more power than the politician, if that makes sense. He was the one who actually got Idolus to go make a false peace treaty and then attack Insomnia within to get the crystal, so Versteal could play with the crystal. And and Idolus can have some of the crystal to have the power he wanted. And of course, Versteal's going to help him with that as long as Versteal gets to have his life work be made over and over, and that's Magitech. He doesn't mind that having Idolus as pretty much the god of the whole universe, because that's what Idolus wants. But still, he has to go through decisions from both Arden and Versteal. So you know what that means? Versteal is responsible for everything that happened in Samia. Everything that happened in Samia was Versteal's fault. He knew the weaknesses, how to get rid of the barrier that was put by Lucius Kylemes before Regis's time. He knew how to do everything. He even created a weapon strong enough to wipe out not only the Kingsglaive, but the whole city of Insomnia, and created General Glocka, the super soldier for Niflheim that killed King Regis. Ain't no telling what he also did. Just like he constructed Ravis's metal arm, thus Ravis was able to have Magitech powers. Even Idolus's gun that you see right here during the peace treaty, during the peace treaty's failed signing, was created by Versteal. So this is how Versteal's responsible. He created the weapons to make it possible to do this. But he also, as the chief advisor, pretty much got Idolus to rally behind this cause, thus causing the wars. As well as conspired with Arden. Arden couldn't do even though Arden was already contracted with Ifrit, Arden could not do half the stuff he wanted if it wasn't for Versteal's help. I remember, like I said in my last video, Versteal was happy to help. Arden out. Him and Arden go way back. That's how come Arden knows Prompto is the son of Versteal, because not even Idolus knows that Versteal's son is Prompto. He just dismisses him as another Lucian. So, only Arden knew. So, Arden couldn't carry out half his plan if it wasn't for Versteal. Again, all what Arden had to do was get King Regis to agree to a false marriage to bring peace between Noctis and Lunafreya, because at this point, Princess Lunafreya is owned by the Niflheim Empire, considering that Ravis had to watch Lunafreya because Lunafreya is Niflheim's property, and all what Arden had to do was trick Regis to go with a fake marriage to create peace, which actually made things a lot worse. But it couldn't have been done without, again, it could never have been done without Versteal's help. Without yours truly, Versteal. Not yours truly, sorry. I meant to say yours truly, Versteal. But anyways, yes, Versteal is the reason why things turn out the way they did. The peace treaty, General Glocka, Diamond Weapon. In fact, Diamond Weapon was controlled by General Glocka. Every time Glocka got hurt, Diamond Weapon got hurt in Kingsglaive. I had to watch the movie 5 times, and I watched it 5 times in a row. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but I watched it 5 times in a row, even on my iPhone at work, so I could get the concept of how Diamond Weapon worked. Diamond Weapon worked in collaboration with General Glocka. Every time Glocka got hurt or stabbed, Diamond Weapon felt that. So again, who can make these weapons again? And who is the chief advisor? Versteal. We're exposing you, Versteal. We're coming after you, Versteal. We know you destroyed Insomnia. You know you fucked up. You helped Arden do half the evil stuff he's done. So again, the main villain was never General Glocka. It was never Idolus. It was never Arden or Ravis or even the Diamond Weapon. It was Versteal. Versteal set in motion everything that happened in the Kingsglaive movie. Everything. Every little detail. That's why I put that clip in the beginning so you understand. So we exposed you, Versteal. You've been exposed, Versteal, as the evil SOB you are. And I'm gonna say this one time, Versteal. Get your ass banished. And may the crystal be with you. You've been exposed, Versteal. You've been exposed. May the crystal be with you anyway. So have a nice day, have a nice night. Sorry I don't get to stream much.